Alright, we are back here for the third inning program, the new headliners packs, and of course the roster update. I'm going to be here talking about all of these things, so let's head right into it. The first thing that we got to talk about, of course, is the third inning program. We have three new 99 overall diamonds in Justin Verlander, Ricky Henderson, and Roberto Alomar. How do you get them? Well, you have to go through these things on the left here where you'll have daily missions that you have to complete. You'll have a thing where you have to win 10 games in any kind of online mode, so that's pretty easy. You'll also have a conquest map, which actually looks pretty easy. You just have to defeat all the teams in that map and conquer all of the territories. Not that hard. If you got all the players from the second inning program, you can put them all in the exchanges for a voucher for the third inning. Something nice that they did is the fact that if you do that, instead of just spending probably close to 90,000 to 100,000 stubs on all of those players, you will get 30,000 back rather than just getting those 75 stars. So it's a little balanced out now, just to give you a little bit of your money back that you have put into this game. And the last way, of course, to get stars for the players is to go into the moments and do all of the moments for them. Of course, you have moments where you play as your team and you have to go against these players and try to do these certain things, like scoring a run without giving up one, getting an extra base hit and stealing a base. Then you'll come down to a point where you have to do a boss battle with them, and then from there on, you get to use those players so you get to understand how they play and everything like that. Now with that all down, let's look at some rewards that you could be getting from this program. At 20 stars, 40 stars, 50 stars, it doesn't matter much. I mean, some people might use them, but not many. You get a pack at 60 stars, you get an icon at 80, and then at 100, you will get a gold player choice. You can choose the 80 Tony Watson. You can choose the 80 Michael Taylor. You can choose the 82 Hunter Strickland. You can choose the... You can also choose the 83 overall Justin Smoak, who's looking very nice as a switch hitter. And of course, you can choose Marco Estrada. Moving on, you'll get another pack at 120. You'll get another pack at 180. Then when you reach 200, you will get the third inning choice diamond player. Those players are the 88 overall Reggie Jackson, the 86 overall David Price, 85 Zach Cozart, and 85 Brandon Morrow. Now, my choice in here is either going to be Brandon Morrow, who's looks like a very good reliever, or Zach Cozart, because I do need middle infielders right now, and Zach could fill that with that 81 fielding and really good hitting stats. David Price, I've never been good with, so I don't think I'd be able to do much with him. And Reggie Jackson, while it looks like his numbers are pretty decent, I don't think he'll be much of an improvement for anybody that I already have out in the outfield. Finally, moving on, we get another 2 packs at 240. We get a Ballin' as a Habit pack where you get a gold player or better. And then at 300, we will be able to choose one of the 3 bosses, as they are all Signature Series players. First, you have Ricky Henderson, who has a great contact, good power, great fielding, and a perfect speed. Then you have Justin Verlander, who has 114 stamina, very good hits and Ks per 9, decent clutch, horrible fielding, but those pitching, man. 98 on the fastball. You also got a curveball, slider, circle change, and cutter. And finally, we have the second baseman, Roberto Alomar, if this game would load. Alright, we're back, and things are looking a little glitchy, so let's, oh, it went back to normal there. Let's try to look at there we go. Alomar's numbers, really good contact, good power, great vision, and clutch, amazing fielding, and amazing speed. While coming back to this, I noticed that at 400 you get the glass shattering whatever, and you get stubs of course along the way, but at 500 they're actually giving you a set 7 headliners pack, which I think they're starting to head in the right direction for those players who play beyond the 300 And hopefully in the future, they can start going past this 600, maybe to like 7 or 800, maybe even 900, because there are players who go and grind this for long periods of time. And to congratulate those players with something even better, I think would be nice. Moving on to the next subject here, we have the Set 8 Headliners packs. Of course, we have our two players that they always bring. First is Ernie Banks, really good hitter, really good fielder, not much speed though. And the second guy is the rookie 94 Dellin Betances, 115 hits and Ks per 9, 105 clutch. The only thing that kind of scares me a little bit with this card is that it's just a fastball and a curveball, or a slurve, I should say. But the thing about the normal Dellin Betances, as in the live series, is that he has two different curveballs. One that is the slurve, and he has the knuckle curve. So it's like one is going left like a slider, and one is going straight down like a normal curveball, I should say. And for him not to have that extra pitch, it kind of worries me, but I wouldn't be upset to get this card. So because I'm a little short on stubs, and I'm not somebody like Cougs or Shelfie or Mighty Goat or any of those big guys who can spend money on stubs whenever they feel like they need to, I went ahead and I bought 2 of the Headliners packs. I bought a 10 bundle of the normal standard packs. And because of the Inning 2 program, I reached all the way to the end and I got those extra 5 packs. And so I'm going to open them up here. But first, we're going to start with the silver player, because I know I'm not going to get the gold or the diamond, because look at those odds. But you never know, so yeah, okay. We get Carl Edwards Jr. So while we open up these packs, I just want to go over a little something that I've had on my mind for the past few days. And that's the fact that, sorry, I like to get into this stuff, kind of like see what I get, is the fact that over the past few weeks or so, I've been thinking about how I started this channel thinking about stuff that I wanted to do and how I wanted to go about it. But the fact is, I started by doing franchise stuff, and I am not particularly happy with how I'm doing it. And so if you've watched those videos, I'm just not happy with how they turned out personally. And in the future, I might come back to them and just do it the way I want to. But for right now, I'm going to mainly focus on online stuff. So in the future, I might go back to doing stuff like that if you're interested. And I'm going to put my actual twist that I want to put on it, because I know people like watching stuff like that, and I don't mind doing it, but I feel like I've been closing myself out for how I want to do it actually. So in the future, I might do stuff like that again. I want to focus on this, though. And we get a gold. All right. Let's see who it is. I'll take Vlad. I'll take Acuna. I'll take any of those big guys. And it is Whit Merrifield. Good contact guy. Decent speed, good fielding. Could be somebody decent, I guess. Oh yeah, haven't flipped. But yeah. It was just stuff that I was thinking about. I love franchise, but I don't know, it just hasn't been appealing to me so far. So now that I got that out of the way, we're going to go through these last 4 packs and maybe get something good. I would like maybe at least another gold would be nice. I'm not asking for the world here, but these packs have been really dry for the past month or so. At the beginning, people were pulling diamonds left and right, and here I am pulling bronzes left and right because I just can't find any kind of good luck here. But we're finally at the Headliners packs. We have a 1 in 3 chance of pulling a gold, and we have a 1 in 10 chance of pulling a diamond. We have 2 packs because that's all we could afford. And I'd love to get that Ernie Banks. That's the card I'm looking for. So let's try it. In the first pack, we get a gold. All right, we got that 1 in 3. As I said before, I'll take Vlad. I'll take Acuna again. I'll take any of those big guys. And we get Madison Bumgarner. Already have him. Probably going to sell him. Final pack. Please give me a diamond. Somehow, some way. We get a bronze. We get a bronze. We get another gold. Alright, you know what? I'm not going to be too upset with that because usually I've only pulled silvers out of these. So to get a gold in both of them is actually pretty nice. And we get Rhys Hoskins, who I also already have. For fuck's sakes. I love getting them, but can you give me a couple new players, please? Not asking for much. Also, I'm happy to say that I got a lot of content coming up for both of my channels. Whether you're watching just the baseball stuff, or if you're interested in both of my channels, that'll be in the link. There'll be a link to my other channel in the description below if you are curious. But I got a lot of stuff lined up for those two, for both of my channels for like the next month or so. So I'm really excited to go through that. But now that we've reached the end, we're going to go through the roster update, see who got upgraded, see who got downgraded, and then end off the video after that. Alright, so how I like to do it is I like to go from right field all the way to starting pitchers. I like to do it the opposite way as somebody else does it. If you're watching my video and you watch MLB The Show stuff, normally you probably know who I'm talking about. But first, we're going to start off right fielders. Christian Yelich goes up from an 88 to an 89 as he gets pluses to all of his hitting stats except for contact versus lefties. That goes down a little bit, but he also gets +9 to his discipline. Avisail Garcia gets some upgrades to his righties and a little bit of a downgrade versus lefty contact. He moves up to a 78. Adam Jones also goes up to a 78 as he gets +13 to his power versus lefties, but the big -6 to his contact versus righties. Thank you, Gizmo. Can't wait to put that in the video. Austin Meadows goes up from a 71 to 74 as he gets pluses all around the board, and the big one is a +16 to his discipline, even though that really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things online. Hunter Pence, who has been tearing the ball up for a guy who was said to be on the big decline, he got an upgrade going to 74, pluses all around to everything, including the discipline. Cargo went down from a silver to a bronze as he gets a -6 to both contacts and vision. And the one that people have been hammering for the most, Alex Verdugo, has gotten a +22 to his arm strength, but it only makes him a 68 overall. Moving on to center field, Mike Trout got an upgrade because he's Mike Trout. It's a shocker that he doesn't already have 99 everything because of how great he is. He gets +3 to his power versus lefties and a +6 to his vision. Kevin Kiermaier goes from an 82 all the way up to a diamond as he gets +9 and 8 to his contacts and a +7 and +9 to his powers. This is a card that's going to be very useful in ranked seasons. Too bad I don't have him. No other really notable stuff over there, so we're going to move over to left field. Michael Brantley moves up from a silver to a gold as he gets +2 and 5 to his contact and +12 and 7 to his power. Also moving on from that, Trey Mancini, who has been destroying the ball, especially against the Yankees, moves up from a bronze to a silver as he gets pluses to his contact, -2 to his power versus righties, +3 to his power versus lefties, and pluses to his vision and discipline. Alex Gordon also goes up from a bronze to a silver as he gets, I can't see it because my TV went out, as he gets a +7 to both of his stuff against righties, +5 to his contact versus lefties, and +2 to his power versus lefties, +8 to the vision, and -3 to the discipline. Moving over to shortstops, Javi Baez went up from an 85 to an 86 as he gets pluses to both contacts and power versus lefties, -2 to the vision, but +3 to his discipline. Andrelton Simmons gets a +1 to make him a diamond again, as he gets pluses to his contact, I can't talk, a +3 to his power versus lefties, but a -5 to his discipline. Paul DeJong went up from a silver to a gold. That guy is like a godsend. He's really amazing. Thank God I have him on my team. I can probably put him on my bench now, feeling more comfortable there. +7 and +6 to his contacts, +6 to his vision, and +16 to his discipline. Moving over to the third base, Jose Ramirez went down from an 87 to an 86, as he gets minuses to everything except his power versus lefties. That goes up a little bit, and his discipline went up by 1. Matt Carpenter went from an 80 to a 78, moving him down to a silver, as he gets minuses all around those power and contact. Eduardo Nunez went down to a bronze as he loses contact and vision. Hunter Dozier has been on fire so far, 308 average, 9 home runs. He gets pluses to his righty stats, 9 to contact and 6 to power, +4 to vision, and +8 to discipline. Moving over to second base, Jeff McNeil, who should already have probably like at least 95 in both contacts, is getting there, as he gets a plus to both of them and a +2 to his power with a +7 to his discipline. Moving on to first base, the big one that people were expecting to happen, Joey Votto goes from a diamond to a gold as he gets minuses to both contacts. Miguel Cabrera goes from a gold to a silver as he loses stuff against righties and vision with also discipline. Josh Bell goes from a 76 to a 78. The guy's been on fire. He gets pluses to both contact and power versus righties with a +2 to power versus lefties. Moving on, we have Pete Alonso, who really started hot but has cooled down just a little bit recently as he gets a +5 to contact versus lefties and power versus righties, a +4 to his power versus lefties, and a +9 to his discipline. Moving over to catchers, Wilson Contreras moves up one more to an 81 as he gets pluses all around except for the contact versus lefties and vision. Wilson Ramos goes down to a silver as he gets minuses all around to his hitting stats, including vision. Robinson Chirinos goes from a 74 to a 76 as he gets pluses to his contacts and his power versus righties, vision, and discipline. Now going over to closing pitchers, Felipe Vasquez goes from an 81 to an 82 as he gets +4 to Ks per 9 and +3 to walks per 9. Ken Giles also goes up by 1, going to an 81 as he gets a +3 to hits per 9, +2 to Ks per 9, and +2 to home runs per 9. Anthony Swarzak, who not to throw any shade, but the guy in one of my franchise stuff told me that getting rid of him was probably a big mistake. I don't think he's been doing good so far. He gets to go down to a bronze as he gets a -4 to his hits per 9 and -6 to both walks and home runs per 9. Moving over to relievers, Ryan Presley goes from an 80 to an 81 as he gets pluses to hits, walks, and home runs per 9, but he gets a -2 to his Ks per 9. Adam Ottavino goes from an 80 to an 81 as he gets +4 to his hits per 9, +5 to clutch, but -2 to walks per 9. And finally, moving on to starting pitchers, Chris Sale goes back up to the 90 that he was at as he gets a +3 to Ks per 9, but a -3 to home runs per 9. Zach Greinke, who has been looking like an ace, although he might have been taken out of a game recently with an injury. I don't remember, so I'm just going to say that's right. He goes up to an 83 as he gets pluses to hits, Ks, and walks per 9, but a -3 to home runs per 9. Charlie Morton goes up from an 82 to an 83 as he gets pluses to his hits and Ks per 9, but a -2 to his walks per 9. John Lester goes from a silver to a gold. He has been on fire so far, +2 his walks and home runs per 9. Chris Paddock goes from a 75 to a 78 as he gets pluses to his hits, Ks, and walks per 9, and a +1 to his velocity. Matthew Boyd goes from a 75 to a 78 as he gets pluses to hits, Ks, walks, and home runs per 9. And that's going to be all for the video. We got some pretty good upgrades, a decent amount of downgrades that were probably necessary at this point in time. We got the third inning bosses. I already know who I'm going to choose. Well, it's between two people, but I have a feeling I know who I'm going to choose. So there's that. And the headliners packs, or just the pack opening that I did here in general, that's about what I expected, because my luck when it comes to opening packs has always been horrendous. So to just be able to get 3 golds out of it, even though I'm pretty sure all of them I've already had, you know what? You take what you get. So with that being said, if you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like, subscribing, and turning on the notification bell so you always know when I upload. I got some big stuff coming up here in the next week or so, so if you're interested in that, you can keep an eye out for that. We got some BR runs. I got some stuff that I want to do for ranked seasons. And also, if you're interested in other kinds of gaming content, you can check my channel. There will be a link in the description below. I got some big stuff coming up for that, especially since E3 is within a month. I got like predictions. I got this big thing that I'm working on that I'm really excited for just to put out there because it's been an idea that I've had for probably 5 years now. And to finally get it out there and finally feel comfortable enough with myself to make a video on it, I'm really happy that I'm actually getting it out there. I just have to finish like recording stuff for it. And so yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.